Breaking from Washington, D.C., the nation is saying its final farewell to longtime South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham as political leaders from across the country gathered at the U.S. Capitol to honor one of the Senate's most influential and recognizable voices. The memorial ceremonies began Tuesday morning inside the U.S. Capitol, where House Chaplain Margaret Kibben opened the service with a prayer honoring Senator Lindsey Graham's life, decades of public service, and commitment to the nation. Graham's flag-draped casket was then carried into the Capitol Rotunda by an Armed Forces body-bearer team, recognizing his more than 3 decades of military service in the U.S. Air Force Reserve before Capitol Police assumed the ceremonial honor guard. Family members, friends, and lawmakers watched in silence as his sister, Senator Darlene Graham, became visibly emotional while witnessing the solemn procession. Vice President JD Vance, serving in his constitutional role as President of the Senate, joined Senate leaders from both parties, including Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Majority Leader Thune, in paying their respects beside Graham's casket. The bipartisan turnout reflected Graham's unique position in the Senate, where he often worked closely with colleagues despite sharp political disagreements. One of the most emotional moments of the ceremony came when Majority Leader Thune concluded his tribute. Fighting back tears, Thune remembered Graham not only as a respected lawmaker, but also as a close friend, saying, "I look forward to the days when you make us all laugh again." His remarks drew a standing ovation from many in attendance and highlighted the personal relationships Graham built during more than 2 decades in the Senate. Vice President JD Vance also delivered a heartfelt remembrance, describing Graham as a senator who treated every member of Congress with respect, regardless of party affiliation. Vance said he treated everybody the same because he loved every single person in this chamber. He recalled Graham's larger-than-life personality, joking that although Graham stood around 5'6", he walked into the Senate like he was 6'5". The audience responded with both laughter and applause as Vance reflected on Graham's unmistakable confidence and sense of humor. Vance also shared a deeply personal story about a heated disagreement the two once had over legislation. He admitted he believed the argument had permanently damaged their relationship. Instead, he later discovered that Graham had quietly become one of the strongest advocates for his bill behind closed doors. According to Vance, when he thanked Graham, the senator simply replied that he didn't particularly care about the legislation itself, but he cared because Vance cared. Vance said that gesture perfectly captured Graham's character, someone who could fiercely debate an issue in public while privately helping colleagues without seeking recognition or political credit. Following the Capitol ceremony, Graham's casket was transported to the Washington National Cathedral, where President Donald Trump was scheduled to deliver the eulogy. The funeral drew prominent American and international leaders, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, underscoring Graham's significant influence on U.S. foreign policy and national security throughout his career. Additional memorial services will take place in South Carolina before his burial in his home state. As Washington bids farewell to Senator Lindsey Graham, leaders from both political parties are remembering a lawmaker whose career spanned decades, whose influence reached far beyond Capitol Hill, and whose friendships often crossed partisan lines. What are your memories of Senator Lindsey Graham and his legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you appreciate balanced coverage of America's biggest stories, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.